Excuse me.
You're gonna wait till we go live and start belching on me. What are you doing over there,
I'm
Terry?
having a Coke. I didn't feel like having water. I
Oh,
was drinking too much of that on the way back home.
well, I mean, with this heat and humidity crap, you better be drinking some water and not Coke.
Well, that's for the sugar. I need to stay awake sometimes. I drink probably close to a gallon and a half a day.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Having any issues with your heat?
It was pretty humid in San Antonio, and here in San Angelo, it's been getting like a lot more humid. It's been getting hotter and more humid, which is unheard of for this area in West Texas. And then we're out there doing concrete on the main roads of the base, and then painting fire lane lines in the heat.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, oil based too. It's very tacky. So it'll pull up if you keep going over it enough.
Yeah.
It'll pull right back up. So you got to like dunk the thing back in, and with the ground that's hot out here, it's baking pretty quick.
So I'm guessing it's safe to say you probably are not wearing a black shirt out in this
No,
working on the job.
hell no. I got to wear my. Well, first of all, I'm not going to mess up this shirt at work or this hat. So I just wear my old military floppy hats, and I will wear either the fluorescent or bright orange shirts because if I don't wear any of those two colors, I have to wear a vest per safety rules on the base.
Okay. So fair enough, but what makes that shirt and that cap so special?
Well, thanks to you for sending me this great shirt and cap, as well as the people over at it's a mid. I had the name Midwestern
Midwest masterpiece.
Midwest Masterpiece.
Yep.
They did a great
They're
job. High quality hat. It's not a sewn on, or it's not a painted on logo. It's actually sewn on there.
hmm
I mean, you can. It's real good quality, and I do appreciate the shirt and hat.
So that's out there in the area of our guest today. They're based in Avoca, Iowa, which is probably about 30 miles east of Omaha. So we kind of gave away a location there where our guest is from. Um, why don't you go ahead and introduce him and we'll bring him on here? Now, be aware, people, there might be a sound delay, but that's okay. We're going to play it as it goes.
So tonight's guest, we have a transfer from starting at the JUCO level, and then he jumped right into what he told me was his dream school over at the University of Nebraska, and he was a pitcher over at the JUCO level, and I'm assuming he's going to bear the same duties and responsibilities playing at the Big 12 level or Big 10 levels. Forgive me, and would like to introduce you to none other than Ashton Nance. So welcome to the show, Ashton. How you doing
There he
today,
is.
sir? Doing all right?
What's up, guys?
This would take some getting used to. But thank
Right.
you for coming on the show. And I know Chris. I don't know. Did you ever save that video, Chris?
I don't know if I saved it or not, but it's a
Well,
pretty viral video over on X. If you haven't seen it, I challenge you to go look up Ashton Nance on Twitter, and I'm sure you'll see a video of it. But before we start talking about that, Ashton, we're going to give you the floor for a minute or two. Introduce our viewers to who Ashton Nance is. Who are you? Where are you from? And how did you get to the University of Nebraska?
So I'm Ashton Nance, and basically, I was at Johnson County Community College last year, and had a great year. Grew up a huge Nebraska fan. Nebraska came calling me, and ended up here.
See, that's about the shortest introduction I've ever heard one of our guests give. I like it. It's short, sweet, and to the point. Um,
Yep.
And kind of going off that viral video, it kind of fits the moment, right? You're very direct in what you do, and you just go out there and you do it, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to let Terry go ahead and get started. He's going to fire off some questions. We'll just randomly shoot questions at you, and we're going to have fun with this because I got a question for you. I think you're going to have fun with.
Yeah.
So once you got that call, at that point, how many schools have reached out to you with the stellar job you're doing over at Johnson County Community College? You said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I don't have an exact number of how many, but there was a good amount of bigger schools that called, gave me texts. I think probably like 15 or so, somewhere around there in that area.
Okay, so real quick, after the viral video, did that number jump?
So the video, I was already committed to Nebraska before the video was posted. So it kind of like the Nebraska coaches saw it and they talked to me about it and like they loved it. So it was kind of just, I'm gonna keep it rolling.
So we keep mentioning this video. Ashton, go ahead and tell everybody that's watching, since we don't have it available to play, just kind of go through what was going on in the situation, what you did, and what kind of effect it had on your teammates when you did it.
Yeah, so pretty much before every start, I have a Blue Raspberry Jolly Rancher C4 energy drink that I have. So I get the before every Amigos and Young Boy, and then once I hear that song and like the whole dugout is just vibing with me, I get that can and just.
Oh. It's all right, folks. He'll be right back. It's an epic story if you haven't seen it.
What was the song about? I didn't hear that part.
I didn't quite catch it. Let me see if I can find the video.
All right, it blacked out. Now you left off right in the part where it said the song, and like everyone's vibing with you.
It's called.
Dang it!
Did you hear that, Terry?
No, it said it's called, and then it paused, and I don't know. It's like the it's like the internet doesn't want us to know. You there still?
Okay, but then I'm going to give it to you for $59.95.
All right. Well,
I know. Believe me, I'm shaking. Anyway,
we apologize for the technical difficulties, folks. This is something we don't experience quite often. We hope this gets resolved shortly. But
give me just a minute. Give me just a minute. Now I have it loaded up.
all right.
He keeps having a hard time with his internet, so I'm going to go ahead and load this up real quick.
Well, for the 47 people already watching, we thank you for bearing with us. While we're doing that, how was everyone's weekend so far? To any of our viewers, they'd like to comment?
Mine was actually pretty good.
Oh, yeah? What'd you do this weekend?
After working in the sauna yesterday, I came home and I slept for like 5 hours.
5 hours. I wish I could get that. Oh, all right. Hopefully he'll return.
Who is the biggest clown on the team?
Ashton Nance is a pretty good one. He's the guy who drinks an energy drink right before he goes out there and smashes it on his forehead. I always worry about him being concussed going out there and not being able to throw strikes, but he's pretty intense with it.
Are we talking like a full monster?
He gets a C4 energy drink. He finishes it before he heads out to the mound. Just a couple times on the head.
It was a little crazy to see it happen the first time, and then after a while, like everyone just started getting ready for it, being excited to see it happen.
Now it's a thing in the dugout.
Yeah.
He gets a song played. Everybody rallies around him. You can't stand too close or you're going to get C4 liquids spilled all over the place. I mean, I think he's 14-0, so I guess it works. Maybe every pitcher should start slamming energy drinks on their forehead. I don't know.
It's pretty good stuff right there. Can you hear us, Ashton?
All right. Well, again, folks, we apologize for the technical difficulties.
That's the fun part about being live, right?
Yeah. Got to have the bloopers once in a while.
Occasionally. You have to.
Says he's bouncing back and forth from hotspot to Wi-Fi right now.
We'll get him. It'll get straightened out here in a minute.
Yeah.
In the meantime, while we're waiting on him to get straightened out, let's talk about some NFL football. Did you watch any of the preseason games?
No. Well, here's the thing. When I went to San Antonio, it wasn't really so much of a pleasure trip. It was kind of a business trip thing I had to take care of. So there wasn't much time for watching anything. By the time I was done, the stuff we were doing, I was pretty much exhausted. So we went to, eat at some nice places. That place that I was going to go to with all the food trucks, it was a bigger disappointment than the San Antonio Spurs NBA performance in the finals. And here's the reason why. All the places I wanted to eat, there's probably a good amount of trucks. Mm-hmm. Maybe 15 or about 15 trucks, I'd say, all different varieties of food. There was maybe 3 or 4 that were open that I didn't want to eat because I already had Filipino food that day, so I wasn't going to do a double peak.
Okay, so what you're saying is you didn't get anything from the Ivory Coast?
Yeah, no Ivory Coast there. It was Italy, Brazil. There was the Philippines, a seafood Cajun type of trailer. A few Mexicans. There was one of those elote trailers, which I'm surprised because they'll cook corn anytime.
Okay.
Not sure. Is he still frozen to you? So he told me it doesn't help that three of his roommates are playing on their gaming consoles. I told him go and plug them.
Go smack him in the head with an energy drink, right?
Yeah, but
let's see if he's ready now.
There we go.
Can you hear us now?
Yes, sir. There we go.
There you go. So we played a video of you doing your thing. Now, we didn't catch all of it. So try and explain that again.
Okay. So basically, I have a Blue Raspberry Jolly Rancher C4 energy drink that I have every game. I've been doing that since my junior year of high school. Same flavor every time. Gotta keep it the same. And then every time right before, I only drink part of it before like my bullpen leading up to the start. And then once I get into the dugout, I start kind of chugging it a little bit. And then right before I take the mound, I slam the rest of it and then smash it on my head just 2 times. Gets everybody in the dugout going, gets the fans going a little bit. So it gets me going too, which is the important part. It's fun.
Okay, so walk us through the numbers. The last I heard, you were 14-0
Yeah,
last year while doing that.
yeah.
Is that what your record ended up being, or did you go
The,
past that?
I did end up being 14-0.
Jeez.
Couple no decisions in my last couple starts.
So like your coach said, maybe every pitcher in America should try that.
I mean, if it works, it works. Go ahead and try it. Have some fun with it.
Okay, I'm down for that. Um, so I usually like to ask a lot of questions and have fun with them in a little bit.
Yeah.
Terry's more the nuanced interviewer, so I'm going to let him ask some questions first before I really get rolling.
Yeah.
Now, before one of the times you cut out, I was asking. You said you're about up to 15 schools, and then before you finally got the call from Nebraska. So, like, what was that reaction like to you? Because I know when we've been texting back and forth. I know you said that's your dream school, so it's like right where you need to be.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
how pumped were you, and how pumped was your family when you told them that news?
Yeah. So my pitching coach at Johnson had told me that like Nebraska would be reaching out to me, and I was like, okay, like I was excited for that. And I kind of like kept asking him like, when are they gonna text me? Like, when are they gonna text me? Because they took a couple of days, but then Coach Harvell finally texted me, and he wanted me to get up for a visit, and I got here on my visit, loved everything about it, and just committed on the spot. And it was just a dream come true. I couldn't say no to anything.
That's good. Like, it's one of those feel good stories that your dream school I know contacts you, and you're just super excited to perform under those lights. It's almost
Yeah,
like you could say it's a movie.
it was
And
definitely
it's
felt like it.
all a part of the script, and everything's going according to plan. So wish you the
Yeah,
best of luck there, and very excited for you.
thank you.
So I'm gonna have some fun with you real quick. Um, and that's my whole thing is I like to have a good time. I like to talk turkey, all that kind of stuff. So let me ask you what it's like knowing the type of fans that Nebraska has. We know they have the longest sellout streak in the nation's history for college football. What's it like to know that you're playing for a school whose fans are that committed, that they're going to be there whether you win or lose?
That was kind of also a big reason like why I committed as well. Knowing that you have like the atmosphere that there is in Lincoln, you go around Lincoln, you can't go unrecognized. Like everybody knows you. I mean, it's really cool to just see like at every single sports game, like how many fans show up. And I think like as a player, that's really something like you want, like you look forward to like pretty much your whole life. So I think that's just a huge thing to have. And it's just I love like I love to soak it in, because it's not gonna you don't get it forever. So it's nice to have while you have it.
Fair enough. So I'm also a fan of other sports. So before you committed, Nebraska had a great season in basketball, best seasons in school history,
Hmm.
made a nice little run. What was it like seeing them do that, knowing that I'm out here playing baseball? I want Nebraska to see me so
Hmm.
I can be part of something like that. How does
Right.
that how does that fuel you to keep going forward?
It definitely like seeing like sports like that make it big, and then like that fueled me a lot. And then like seeing like Nebraska host a regional, that also was like, yeah, I can't wait to be there. I want to be there. I want to be at that stage, and I want to do the same thing except make it farther and farther.
Okay.
Now,
So
I'll go
go
ahead.
ahead, Terry. No,
So
you go ahead.
I'll get the little kind of like education one out of the way. So what is it you're trying to major in?
Majoring in criminology.
Criminology. No,
Yeah.
that's a good plan B, just
Yeah.
in case. But we hope to see you succeed at plan A and make it all the way to the majors.
It's the goal.
So criminology. What part of criminology are you looking at? Are you looking at like CSI stuff, or are you looking like maybe being a lawyer someday, like a prosecutor or a defense attorney? What aspect of criminology are you looking at?
Yeah, so I'll be honest, I really have no like specific part. It's kind of just it's a major I can like do while at school because obviously I'm playing baseball and like it's something I can get done like easier. But also I do have interest in it because my mom has like worked with law a lot her whole life. So it's definitely a good plan B to have.
Sounds like a kid I know. He plays football. He's on Division 3 level. He's going for what's criminal justice, but his more focus is on the forensics, like taking pictures of the crime scenes and make determinations from there. So I mean, it is always a good career. Got a
Yeah.
first comment here from Coach Jody Robinson. Haymaker Field is an exciting place to play. Also, their fans are nice and knowledgeable. Thank you, Jody.
So I'm trying to pick up on some things you're saying, but before we get too much farther, I want to talk about some food. So me and Terry both like to eat.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
We're
do
going to
too.
come out. We're going to come out to Lincoln, and we're going to visit you out there. I don't know if you live in the dorm or in your house, but we're going to come visit, spend the day with you. We got to know what's on the menu and whether you're going to cook it or take us out for supper. But let me preface that by saying, when you do take us out for supper, why is it going to be the Spaghetti Works in downtown Omaha?
I'll be honest. I haven't got around to too many like decent restaurants here. I'm a big Runza guy. I love me a good Runza.
Okay. So that sounds like a plan. Um, are you opposed to making a run over to Omaha and hitting the downtown area and going to Spaghetti Works and some of them, well, like Omaha Steak and all them places?
I love Omaha. I I used to live in Omaha, so I go wherever.
So see, he knows exactly all these places I'm talking about.
Yeah.
What's the distance from Lincoln to Omaha? Because it had been so long
Uh
since I drove there through the
it's like
state.
45 minutes. Not too bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, he wants to keep the memories of Omaha alive. That way, when Nebraska gets to the CWS in the next couple of years, he knows exactly where to take all the teammates, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, this year.
I could imagine the takeover that place will have, like going from Lincoln to Omaha. Like, is there even any other fan base that can be allowed in, or
It'd be
Lincoln can
crazy.
go and just take over the whole thing?
It'd be crazy. That's how it usually is when we play Creighton too.
I think Nebraska's actually been to the College World Series back in the early 2000s under Dave
Mm-hmm.
Van Horn, who has since moved on to Arkansas. But he took them there, and one of their former players actually became a Nebraska coach for a number of years.
Yeah.
So, in terms of your pitching, what is your favorite, or do you have some kind of like a hybrid pitch, or like any kind of signature pitch you may have that you like to do to mess with the
Um,
batters?
Not necessarily. I mean, I love I'm a three pitch guy, so I have a fastball, a two seam fastball, a slider, and then I'm a circle change. Pretty
Mm-hmm.
much, I mean, I throw whatever at any time. Like it's pretty unexpected. Like when I'll throw it, I throw random changeups to start off batters to righty sometimes. I mean, I think realistically, my two seam is the best pitch I have, but best breaking ball, it's got to be my slider. I mean, I can get swings and misses on both those pitches and changeups on lefties as well. I can get swings and misses. So I don't really have a favorite. I just like to get strikeouts.
Yeah. Now with the circle change, like How long? Because I mean, of the 3 pitches, was that the longest one for you to actually get down in terms of velocity and control to master that
Um,
pitch?
I think yeah, definitely the changeup was the hardest to get velocity and location wise.
Hmm.
I've that's kind of I've been throwing the circle chains from pretty much my whole life, but I never really like was able to locate it or get like the good like horizontal movement that I get on it.
Gotcha.
So, are you an old school player? And by that I mean, and and if you'd rather plead the fifth, that's fine. But let's say a guy comes up and he just tanks one on you. You know, this thing's going 117 off the bat. It's in the air 459 feet, and he bat flips you, and his bat's 17 feet in the air, and he's pimping the crap out of this thing, right? Is he wearing one in the ribs the next time?
That's it's a hard question to answer. We had some moments like this last year where things got a little chippy, but I can't give a true answer on that. It would just depend on the moment.
I'd plead the fifth too. But I'm telling you right now, he's getting one.
So this is a two-part question. One's for in conference. First of all, have you had a chance to look at your upcoming schedule for next year?
Not entirely, just about the first 2-3 weeks.
I'm
Okay,
going to
so
let him answer this question, Terry, but I know where you're going with it, and I know the correct answer to it already. I'm just telling you.
for for non-conference games that you currently have on the schedule, or even if you get to play down the line, and a game within the conference, as far as going on the road, which two stadiums are you looking forward to the most to play at and break the hearts of the fans?
Um, that's a hard question because I've been in that JUCO life, so now I'm like I gotta get used to all the bigger D1 stadiums.
Mm-hmm.
I think the really realistically like the first 2 weeks, like Arizona will be a fun weekend. Just not necessarily with the stadium, but who we play for sure.
Yeah,
Because
they have a good squad over there.
we got some good teams that we match up the first 2 weeks.
So as far as in the conference, what team do you want to go on the road and break their hearts?
We'll be at Iowa this year, so as a Nebraska fan,
I
you
knew
never
it.
you never want to lose to Iowa.
I hope Dean's watching.
I knew that answer was coming, Terry. I grew up in Southwest Iowa. I know that answer.
Yeah.
Never, you can never lose to Iowa. Can't do that.
Well, I know they're probably disagreeing with you right now. Our colleagues over at Hawkeye, whatever Brad's show is called, and Dean's talking Iowa sports. And so, what improvements going from JUCO? I'm sure there's a lot you feel like you're gonna need to address for making that big jump going to JUCO to D1.
Mhm.
What's one main improvement in your game that you're looking to adjust to, hopefully get up to speed with the pace of this D1 level that you're going to be playing at?
Yeah, I think realistically, I just want to make a little velo jump. Like I wouldn't say my velo's bad, but with my size and like all the tools that we have here in Nebraska, I mean, it shouldn't be too bad to make a little velo jump, get up to 96, 97, not like sit like 93, 95 throughout a game.
Is 93, 95 where you're currently at, or?
Right now, last year I was mostly like 90, 93, 94. Hoping to get up just like 2 or 3 ticks, just sit.
Okay,
Gotcha.
that's a realistic goal.
I've got a comment here. This is from my nephew. Love you, Jake, but your profile picture sucks. Hate the Dodgers. But thanks for tuning in, Jake. I'll talk to you later.
So being 14-0, does Nebraska does are they projecting you to be a starter or a bullpen guy or a closer?
I've gotten that question a lot. Obviously, I want to be a starter, but so does everybody else that's on the roster. So pretty much, my goal is just go in and just earn it. Just work my butt off and just earn that role.
Okay. Do you
No. Oh, sorry.
Are
Go ahead.
there any openings for starters off of that team? They went 43-17, made it to the NCAA tournament. Are there any openings for you to get in there?
Yeah, so both the Friday and the Saturday guy from last year, they got drafted. So there's two open roles. We got I think 20, 21 guys on the staff. So it's definitely competable. Got to just earn it though.
Now that this one I do have, it kind of just popped in mind. This is going back to the velocity and everything. You said you're somewhere in the range between 90 to 94 roughly, and that's you're maxed out. How do you how would you necessarily improve on that to increase the velocity? Like what sort of small adjustments in your pitching form, all the way through the follow through and everything? Like how would one increase the velocity there?
Yeah, really it's just a mix of everything, like the weight room, mobility, being able to, just move quick. That's Being able to move quick is a big thing for pitching, especially because the quicker you move, the quicker you throw. And I mean the weight room as well, because you don't want to be too strong because you don't want to affect that range of motion. But I think also nutrition plays a little bit of factor into that. It's really just velocity is one of those things. It's kind of just everything like has to click together just for it to like happen.
So have you been working on your stride a little bit? Maybe extend it out, maybe 2 or 3 inches to get a little more of your body involved in your throwing, or is it? Are you focusing on arm strength?
It's pretty much both. I mean, right now I'm kind of working more on just, getting into my backside more, get more out of my legs, not more from my arm.
Makes a lot of sense because you hear pitchers talk about all the time. Their velocity comes from their legs and their body motion more than it does their arm. So that
Yep.
makes absolutely tons of sense right there.
Yeah.
Now with your overall game, and then everyone always has their favorite players as a kid growing up. So for you specifically, who you try to mold your game after in hopes to mimic and possibly have the same success, if not even better?
You know, I always like it was hard for me because I never like wanted to be a pitcher. I always wanted to be like a first baseman or like an infielder of some sort. But like pitching wise, I've always grown up like Randy Johnson. Randy Johnson's my guy. Just I want to be like him. Like absolute menace on the mound. Everybody's scared of you. That's how I want to be.
Including the local wildlife that flies off the ground.
Yeah. I'm not trying to kill any birds anytime soon.
Well, I don't think the bird was. I don't think he was that day either. It just happened to do that.
So Ashton, I hate to ruin your theory there, but with all the pheasant that are out in Iowa and Nebraska and everything, especially during fall ball this year when the pheasants are starting to come out, you're really going to have to protect about not hitting the pheasant when it flies up.
Yeah, I think I'll be all right.
Well, you might have to work in a fourth pitch just in case you feel one coming. So you might have to start implementing a knuckleball into this rotation of yours. It helps it avoid the bird altogether.
I mean, a knuckleball would be pretty sick. It's kind of that pitch is really hard to learn though. I've actually tried before and it just
Okay.
you gotta like have it.
So in the interest of pitching, are you a over the top kind of guy? Are you a mid slot guy, or are you a um, sidewinder?
I'm more of a mid slot guy. I used to be kind of over the top, but then most in like the last couple of years, I kind of dropped my arm down to like a 3/4 degree. Like mid slot.
Would you ever think about like switching up a little bit and maybe going a little sidewinder just to throw a team off?
Yeah, I've thought about it, but at the same time, until I need to do it, I don't really necessarily want to do it just because I have like the stuff to get hitters out. So I don't feel like I need to yet. But maybe switch it up, have a little fun every once in a while, drop it down to the side.
Now, this is kind of more on the lighter side thing. If everything goes go to plan, you're able to accomplish plan A. As it kind of goes back to the childhood thing, what would be the top three teams you would love to play for in the majors if you were to get selected and work your way through the system or make it to the majors right off the bat?
I think
It's the Royals.
it's definitely Royals is number one for sure, for sure.
No
But
cards?
I think definitely not, definitely not. I think I put the Yankees up there just because the culture they have. I think the Yankees would be sick. I mean, that's kind of weird to say as a Royals fan, but I think the Yankees would be a cool spot. And then
James would love them.
and I think the Padres too. I like San Diego.
Ah, hurt my feelings as a Diamondback fan.
Sorry.
And this Dodger fan right here, my sister tuning in. Well, Petco Park is nice though. If you,
It is.
I don't know, you've been there already.
I've not, but I've seen a lot of my friends have gone there, and it's just like the pictures and stuff. It's a six spot.
Oh yeah, I went for a Padres game a couple years ago, and like I said, a lot of everything's within walking distance of the stadium. Like you could literally be like 300 feet from the gate from your hotel.
Yeah,
Walk out the front door, and you have all those great restaurants too. By the way, especially in the middle of the Gaslamp district, live music, and right next to the water. It is a great venue. No matter how if they're doing good or bad, it is a great venue all around just to
yeah,
attend in person.
yeah, for sure.
So being from where you're from, who is the hardest hitter you've ever had to face? The guy that you struggled to get out the most, who hit the ball the hardest, who approached the plate with the most discipline? Who is that one player?
So, bro. Oh my God! One sec. The whole team just pulled up. What y'all doing? What y'all doing?
They're coming in here to stand
On the
behind you and
poker
jump
table?
in.
They're all going to play a little poker. Uh, bro. So yeah, gotta rotate. The whole team just showed up.
You can show them if you want to, if they're willing to jump on with you.
They all went straight downstairs. They're trying to play some poker. All right. The hitter wise, I think Drew Dickerson in high school was a tough one. He's at Florida now, but
Okay.
faced him. He was a conference. He was in our conference. Faced him a couple times. Think he's 1 for 3 off me.
Did he ever get a chance to throw against Cam Kosel?
No, I did not.
Okay. See, I was thinking, being from the same general area, you might have got to face him a time or two, like on
I
an
did
all-star
not.
team or something.
You there?
Yeah. So over in Council Bluffs, there's a college, Iowa Western,
Mm-hmm.
that has become known for producing pitchers. Have you ever got to work against any of those guys?
Oh yeah.
Um, I know Tennessee had one that was really good a couple of years ago. It came from Iowa Western. What's it like competing against that school with what they've been producing pitcher wise?
Yeah, it was definitely fun. We played them. We had 4 games against them this year. We went 3-1 against them, and I think I had that was like my best start of the year was against them. just because the adrenaline was going. I knew like how they were as a squad, and like playing those good teams like that. That's when I get my adrenaline going. And I think it was just that competitiveness in me, like playing against the best is what like fuels me. Actually, one of my roommates went to Iowa Western last year, Brenner Wyalama. He's from California. But yeah, it was definitely fun to play against them. I like to play the better teams.
See, now we're getting him to open up a little bit and talk a little bit. So tell us why it is that Nebraska and Nebraska fans hate the Hawkeyes so much.
Just border war. You can't like so Iowa State doesn't have a baseball team. So as a baseball player, Iowa's who you need to beat. But as I think it's just been a rivalry that's gone on for decades now. I mean, I've always hated Iowa, even like before I knew about the rivalry. I couldn't necessarily tell you why, but it's just something about yellow and black I don't like.
We'll say it's a Pittsburgh Steeler thing.
That too. Can't deal with the Steelers.
See, and I'm guessing because he said he can't deal with the Steelers, he's also a Chiefs fan.
Yes, sir. Right on the dot.
I got this guy pegged. It's not like you might think I was born and raised in the Midwest or something because I know almost all of these answers, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't even. It's hard to be a bandwagon because I've been a Chiefs fan my whole life, but even when they sucked.
Chris knows about
So-
that. The Titans.
So obviously you know about the NFL.
Yeah.
I'm stuck down here in Middle Tennessee. There's an NFL team here, who just fired a coach. And I'm not going to put words in your mouth, but there's a history. His dad was a coach at the University of Nebraska. So, in your own words, tell us why the hiring of Brian Callahan might have been the Titans' worst mistake.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to football that much. I pay attention to my Chiefs.
See, I figured he might know that Brian Callahan's dad, Bill Callahan,
Mm-hmm.
was the one that was hired at Nebraska to replace Frank Solich and absolutely ruined Nebraska football. I
See?
mean, it was bad.
I did not know that.
Okay.
So
You're
no
learning
Callahan
something, right?
ever.
I am.
No Callahans ever. Have you got to meet any of the Nebraska football players?
Yeah, we eat lunch with them every day. I went to school with a couple of them as well.
Any of the legends ever come around that you're able to meet?
No, not really. Nobody. It's just kind of, especially this summer, it was just kind of the current players, coaches.
Okay. What do you got, Terry?
Okay, go ahead and ask because I'm trying to think of one. So
So this coming season, there's a lot of expectations for Nebraska based off of what they did this past year. Had the best season they've had in several years. But there was one player that played for Nebraska a couple of years ago. Took a line drive to the face early in the season. And he ended up missing a lot of time, but he came back to play. And he became an internet sensation. And I'm just wondering if Ashton can tell us what it is about Nebraska that gives the people that warrior mentality the way it does. And I think we lost him. They stole his internet.
Are they playing video poker?
When you got 27 other players who march in on
They
you and
just
hook
showed
up
up,
on
I know.
Wi-Fi, the Wi-Fi just says, "Boop, I'm gone."
You could even tell he was, or he was surprised too, seeing all them coming. He just kept going like, "What's up? What's up?" Like, what's going on here?
I thought they were going to raid the stream for a second.
Yeah, that to mess with them. Yeah. So you were saying about? Oh, there we go. Let's see if you. Booyah! Let's bring it back on.
He's back.
Lost you guys. Sorry.
That's all good.
That's all right. I was talking about the Nebraska player that a couple of years ago took the line drive to the face, ended up coming back and playing later in the season. But what is it about Nebraska that instills that warrior mentality like that in a player?
You know, honestly, a lot of these boys are like from Nebraska, so they have that countryside in them. You know, little they know what it's like to get roughed up a little bit and bounce back pretty easily. And I mean, I'm not really come from the country, but I kind of have that same mentality. Just being around like guys like that, they kind of you just kind of feed off each other's energy, and it just kind of roll with it.
Okay. So Terry's favorite team is UCLA.
He knows. We talked.
Yeah.
What's it going to take for Nebraska to have next year have the type of season that UCLA had this year?
Just from a regular season standpoint, now obviously not the playoffs. So
Yeah. I mean, if we play like we know we can play, we have plenty of time. We got great returners. We have a bunch of new transfers, and I mean, we got some good freshmen on the team, JUCO transfers, other D1 transfers. I mean, if we all can play like we know we can play, it'll be a really good year for us for sure. Because we've all got that bond. We already clicked. Like that's why a lot of us came this summer, get that bond growing, click instantly, and I think as of right now, I think it'll be a really good year.
Go ahead, Terry. I got to do something real quick.
my good. All right. So when it comes time, whether you start right away or they put you in the middle of the rotation as a reliever, for any of the fans, because currently right now we have 95 people watching live. So to the people watching live and whoever might be, a Nebraska fan, what do the fans have looked forward from you besides smashing the Jolly Rancher C4 off your head, if they let you do that still?
Yeah.
When you get out on the mound, what is it they got to look forward to seeing out of you and what you're going to give to them?
Yeah, no, I'll have that adrenaline going. I love when I'm on the mound, I'm competitive and like I know nobody's gonna beat me. So whenever I'm on the mound, I work like really quick. I I act pretty crazy after like strikeouts or if it's like a big opportunity or big moment. I mean, I act pretty crazy, but there's intent behind everything I do
Mm-hmm.
because I'm just a truly competitive guy and like with everything I do. So after a strikeout, after a big inning, you'll see me come off the mound screaming. Doesn't matter what inning it is, but you'll see some emotion from me.
Now, if there's in the event that there's particular batter that you may face, and you could think back to something you might have faced similar, whether high school or at the JUCO level. If there's one batter you can't seem to get strikeout with, or swinging or looking, he just keeps extending the time at bat. Just keeps fouling stuff off no matter what you're throwing. Like, what's your strategy in hopes to either strike him out or maybe get him to either pop up or ground out, just to keep your pitch count down and move on to the next batter?
Honestly, when I'm pitching, I don't worry too much about my pitch count.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of like last year, there were a couple outings where I was like, oh, I'm at 115 pitches. And I had no clue. I was like, I'm fine. Just put me back out there. I want to keep going. I don't really worry about that. I just go throw strikes, just get the guys out however they get out.
That's good. Always get ahead in the count.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. So, looking at your schedule next year, you mentioned Arizona. You're going out to Surprise, Arizona, which is the home of the Texas Rangers and Kansas City Royals for their spring training. You got some pretty elite teams out there. You got UC Santa Barbara, Oregon State, and Vanderbilt.
Mm.
What's it going to take to come out of that unbeaten?
You know, if with the lineup we have, I think there's a good chance we'll come out unbeaten because obviously Vandy, Oregon State, UCSB, great teams. I mean, they're all in big conferences for a reason. I mean, but so are we as well. Big Ten team. We got plenty of talent from all over the country. So I think realistically, we're just gonna go out there, play our game like we know how to play, come out 3-0.
Yeah, I like that. He's just, it ain't gonna be no competition. We're just gonna go 3-0. End of the story. I love that mentality.
And they got the lighter, little weekend series too with Battle at the Ballpark at Nelson Wolf Municipal Stadium in San Antonio, where they're going to be facing Air Force, Army West Point, and James' favorite team, Notre Dame, as well.
Yeah.
So that would appear to be more of a vacation, I think.
Yeah.
Than that first one, because that first one looks pretty damn brutal.
Yeah, it'll be a fun one.
What's up, nephew?
So, which one are you looking most forward to? Going out to Surprise, where guys like Kumar Rocker and Jack Leiter spend part of their spring training, where your favorite team, the Royals, also spend part of their spring training, or is it going down to Texas and playing some of the military academies? Which one matters more to you?
You know, it's definitely for me. It's definitely a surprise. Because I like that competition, and I know, especially Vandy being an SEC school, they'll put up a great fight. So I kind of like. I'm excited for that, just because I like to play the good teams. So I think that'll be really fun, and especially playing in Surprise, where the Royals play. I think that'll be really cool too, and it'll be close to spring training time as well. I think that could be a fun time.
Okay.
If you get the chance, you could try to make your way over to the spring training if there's enough time in the schedule.
Oh yeah.
Do you know if your coaches have planned anything um, like a pitching camp or something with some of the Rangers? They have Kumar Rocker and Jack Leiter, two of the best college pitchers ever. Do you know if they're planning any like workout sessions with guys like that while you're out there?
Yeah, I have no clue. We have no clue on any of that information. That's all the coaches.
Interesting that they don't tip their hat, and they're going to let you find out when you get there. That's pretty cool.
That's
Yeah.
always a good thing. Well, I don't know if I think I'm all tapped out, Chris. I don't know what you may have. Anything left in the tank?
I just have one last question. And I almost hesitate to ask it because I don't know that he's ever experienced a situation like this because he's so darn good. But I'm going to ask it anyway. Let's say you just had your worst outing ever. You go in, you start the game, you give up 12 runs in the first inning. You can't get anybody out. Bases are loaded. They pull you. It's 1:30 in the morning, and you're on a long bus ride back home. You're ready to quit playing baseball. Your mind is just dead set. I can't do this anymore. I'm done. Who is the one person that's in your phone that you're going to call to get your mind back where it needs to be, where you can get back to competing and fixing what went wrong in that game?
Definitely my dad. for sure my dad. Just because of growing up, he was hard on me, obviously, as a coach and a parent. Just wants the best out of me. So obviously, he definitely the person I call.
Like I said, I think you're too good to be in that situation.
Yeah,
But stranger things have happened. Other
yeah,
pitchers have been. It's always something to think about. Who are my go-to people when tribulations arise? So I
yeah,
always like to ask that. I appreciate you being forthcoming and talking about it.
yeah. Definitely my parents for sure.
Gotcha. Well, unless you have anything else, I'd like to say thank you for coming on the show. We, glad to have you, and if ever down the line, love to have you back on once you get settled in, like, and see how things are going with you at Nebraska. But we are very thankful that you came on. Is there anybody, or yeah, if you already shouted out your dad, so but at this time, if you'd like to give any more, additional shout outs, as well as telling everyone your social medias to hopes to increase your following from this show, with our viewers, that way they could also kind of keep tabs and see how you're progressing through the ranks.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do
So
that.
my Instagram is Ashton Nance 11, just first name, last name, and then my jersey number. I think that's what it is for like TikTok as well. And Twitter is Ashton_Nance.
Gotcha.
But yeah,
Well, we appreciate you coming on. If you're interested, we'd love to have you back on after fall ball is over. I know that's quite a process. Some teams go through it in October, some early November. But if you're willing to come back on after fall ball, we'd love to have you back on. If your coaches will allow it.
yeah.
So, other than that, I don't have anything. Do you have anything else, Terry?
No, just want to thank everyone who tuned in tonight, all the 105 people watching live. And always, if you want to do a quick thing, Chris, while I look for my announcements, because I always seem to forget to pull these up. Oh, there we go. Found it. So, next week, we have, and this is a guest who was supposed to be on before, but there was an unfortunate death in the family. But, he's back. Everything's going well. He just finished his summer league that he attended. But next week, and I'll get in contact, see if everything's still good to go. We got Jaden Walter from Kentucky State baseball. He'll be joining us live next week. Look forward to see how he's been doing and catching up with him. And honestly, there's going to be a big gap unless something changes. I know we're going to be kind of going a little bit different direction with the show as college football season approaches. But as of right now, for Sports Empire, we don't have another interview scheduled until October 4th. If all goes well, we will have Coach Hannas from South Florida Baseball on the show. After that, there's really nothing. There's going to be a gap there.
Terry, you didn't put him on the schedule.
What?
The last Sunday in August.
Which one?
Joining Sports Empire podcast will be Mr. Quincy Mitchell, the Forest High School running back here in Tennessee that became just the sixth person ever to rush for to have over 3,000 yards in total offense. Entering his junior year, coming off of a Mr. Football nomination as a sophomore.
Okay.
He'll be joining us the last weekend, the last Sunday of August.
All right, I'll update that. And yeah, that's still good. So, correction, folks. But thank you, Ashton. Like I said, you're always welcome back. And if you don't mind just staying a couple minutes after the show, I'll usually have a couple off-air questions just to run by you real quick. And then, said you'd enjoy the rest of your Sunday and get down there and clean the house at the poker table.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
So if all hearts and minds are clear, we're going to go ahead and call it a day. We'll be back at the same great time, same great place next week. We won't forget to mention our sponsor, Cocaine Coffee. We just neglected to play the ad today, but don't forget to go to cocacoffee.com, order you some cocaine coffee, use the promo code Villains15, get you 15% off your order. But other than that, if all hearts and minds are clear, we'll see you next week as I'm on my way to the couch.